the top 15 best tourist and attraction places in Singapore in 2022 and in 2023. A land with futuristic marvels and sky-kissing buildings, Singapore is ahead of its time. With the brilliantly lit lights that sway around at night, highlighting its modern architectures, it almost feels like the stars have landed on Earth. Singapore is known for its fast-paced growth, impressive and new shopping malls, exquisite dining venues, and luxe hotels with spectacular views being inaugurated in the country. It also has some exciting discotheques to groove your hips and happening nightlife to be relished with your fun-loving buddies. Apart from all the modern world, Singapore also has some natural trails in the midst of modernity. One can explore the emerald part of Singapore in their botanical gardens and Pulau Ubin. Singapore is also an ideal travel destination for shoestring travelers, as this travel destination has several comforts to the wallet, things to do and see. From local binge plazas, to fulgent temples, to lush gardens, to inexpensive shopping markets, there is hardly anything that you can't find in this country. So now, if you have a thought to checkmark the world, then watch the video to the end to see the list of some of the best places to visit in Singapore. Here is the list of top tourist and attractions places in Singapore. Number 15. Orchard Road. Orchard Road is the famous halting point for all the shopping aficionados. You will find this place heavily packed with latest fashion and multiple stores. In this world-class city, Orchard Road is a great place to start a shopping spree, as it is installed with 22 malls and 6 department stores. You can find it difficult to traverse through all the stores without having to stop and shop. Orchard Road is one of the major tourist attractions in Singapore, and apart from having big fashion labels, Prada, Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Giorgio Armani and Dior, there are also 4 movie theaters. So, while your lady goes off for shopping, you can relax and watch a movie in an IMAX. The place also includes a KTV karaoke. Singapore is a place where one can find the best of both worlds, where the past one prime meets the state-of-the-art. This destination is a must-visit gem of Southeast Asia, and it does not matter whether you are on a budget trip, honeymooning or on a family holiday, Singapore is definitely your destination to visit in this November to December or 2023. Number 14. Clarke Quay. Singapore, apart from its day breaks and thrilling activities, is a place for the night crawlers. Clarke Quay is a nightlife destination in Singapore that is packed with food joints, loud pubs, rooftop bars, and spirited discotheques. This place is thriving with madness and enjoyment, and a lot of travelers, even locals, consider this hotspot to spend an eventful evening. As you stroll alongside the buzzing streets, prepare to get dazed with all the neon lights, delicious food, and reflection of the skyscrapers on the glittering Singapore River. Clarke Quay also has something for the adventure buffs. Bungee jumping at G-Max Reverse Bungee will thug your heart as you soar 60 feet into the air at a speed of 200 km/h. This place guarantees you to have a wonderful time during your Singapore trip. Number 13. Pulau Ubin. A trip to Pulau Ubin will give you a different feeling. This small island, located in the northeast of Singapore, is one of the 2 remaining kampongs, the first being Kampong Bangkok. This island may not be the place to be for beach seekers, but it has a thing or two for everyone. Pulau Ubin has lush greenery and abundant wildlife, creating the best place for travel photographers and nature lovers. The place has many trails. One such sensory trail has tags of unique flora along the 1.5-kilometer stretch. Pecking Quarry and Butterfly Hill will give an insight to appreciate nature more. For adventure explorer, Pulau Ubin has Chek Jawa, wetlands and boardwalk. A walk along the 1.1-kilometer boardwalk allows the onlookers to see marine wildlife, whereas the Jajai Tower allows having a panoramic view of the island, and it is a perfect place for bird watchers. Pulau Ubin also has something for thrill seekers. You can cycle along the Ubin biking trails that vary from moderate to difficult tracks. A visit to German Girl Shrine is also worthy, and kayak through the mangroves will give you an unimaginable experience. Number 12. Punggol Waterway Park. Punggol Waterway Park is kids-friendly and family tourist destination in Singapore. This park consists of 4 themed areas allowing people to have a leisure time around the promenade. The themes that this park offers are Nature Cove, which allow the visitors to relax and sightsee the scenic view of the waterway. Green Gallery is filled with lush flora and fauna in the park. A walk here will make you admire the beautiful mature trees. Recreation Zone is a great place to be with family, with activities like sand and water play to make your day fun. There is also a fitness corner in this zone that suits everyone. Heritage Zone is yet another stop where you can walk along the old Punggol Kampong, which is the last surviving village in Singapore. Number 11. Sentosa Island. When we think about what to see in Singapore, our minds always get puzzled as there are a lot of places to see. So where shall we go? One amazing destination where you get it all, from fun, food to entertainment, is Sentosa Island. Aforementioned are few attractions in Sentosa Island. The place itself is a major tourist attraction in Singapore. Amidst the towering structures, if a getaway is what you are looking for to rejuvenate in the beach, then Sentosa Beach is a good hotspot for getting some beach time. Sentosa Island by far is jam-packed with various activities and several other beach attractions as well. Some must-do beach activities in Sentosa are volleyball that can be played on free courts, as well as kayaking and skimboarding. Another noteworthy experience this island offers is Underwater World Aquarium, where you can swim with dolphins. However, a must-see on Sentosa Island is Singapore famous statue, the Merlion. Fort Sentosa is also a must-visit attraction. It is the country-only preserved fort located on Sentosa Island, which is one venue where traveling with kids won't be backbreaker, as there are multiple activities for kids as well. Check out Clarke Quay Museum, as fun it can be for kids, adults to enjoy this very place. Number 10. Changi Beach. Amongst the must-visit places in Singapore, a day trip to Changi Beach is a necessary. This place has a beach park, which is one of the oldest coastal parks in Singapore. A calming ambient, 28-hectare beach, Changi Beach, has approximately 3.3-kilometer long park that nestles between Changi Point and Changi Ferry Road. A trip here on a sunny day won't let you down, as this tourist attraction has leisure activities to partake, like a stroll along the beach that can never get old. There is also a place for family picnics, and you can as well contemplate as the sun sets. Changi Beach also hosts a great place for barbecue parties and overnight camping. In addition, for food lovers, there is Bistro at Changi nearby to dig in some seafood. Even better, visit Changi Village for different food options. Number 9. SEA Aquarium. This impressive SEA Aquarium is located on Sentosa Island, and it proves to be an interesting attraction for both adults and kids. Being one of the best family-friendly places, this venue is home to more than 100,000 marine species. One can get an unmatched experience seeing the exotic marine life, such as stingrays, sharks, bottlenose dolphins, turtles, and coral reefs. Besides, there are other attractions inside the complex apart from the magnificent marine life in the aquarium. You can have an interactive session with the dolphins at the Dolphin Island and also dive into the shark seas habitat and swim with numerous species of sea predators like stingrays and manta rays. A visit to SEA Aquarium will give you an extraordinary experience during your tour in Singapore. Number 8. Changi Museum. Changi Museum is one of the popular museums in Singapore. Here you can learn about the story of those who suffered under Japanese occupation during the WWII. The museum narrates a story through its letters, photographs, and drawings display. Basically, the museum is separated into 5 zones, including a gift shop and a chapel in the middle. And each zone has a series of murals painstakingly recreated from originals, painted by Bombardier Stanley Warren. Travelers can also get an audio-guided tour around the Changi Museum. Other must-visit museums are Lee Kong Chian Natural History Museum, Sun Yat-sen Memorial Hall, and National Museum of Singapore. Number 7. Singapore Zoo. A visit to Singapore Zoo will raise your eyebrows to see some beautiful and endangered animals dwelling inside the premises. A happy family venue to visit, Singapore Zoo is one of the best places to go as it houses more than 300 species that include giraffes, koalas, zebras, and white tigers. The zoo has been divided in different zones depending on the animal's habitat. In frozen tundra, you can find species such as polar bears and raccoon dogs. In fragile forest, you will find a rich rainforest filled with insects and beetles, as well as flying foxes, to name a few. Over at Primate Kingdom, you can see Java langurs, lion-tailed, macaques etc. A great way to make a day as Singapore Zoo offers other attractive things to do and see, as well like splash, safari show, orangutan exhibit, and jungle breakfast. Number 6. Chinatown. The Chinatown is always filled with excitement amidst the hustle market. It is an incomplete tour if you are not visiting Chinatown during your holidays in Singapore. This busy destination is best known for its authentic Chinese food, bright red lanterns, and vibrant shops around every corner selling souvenirs and traditional Chinese products. This place also has impressive Sri Mariamman Hindu temple and Buddha Tooth relic temple. These two are the major attractions in China market, and to top this up, you cannot miss a visit to one of the most colorful Chinese temples, Thian Hock King. Built in 1820, this temple is the oldest Chinese temple in Singapore. Number 5. Botanic Gardens. Botanic Gardens are worth a visit while in Singapore. The charm and luscious greens of this place will make you feel refreshed. Being Singapore's first UNESCO World Heritage Site, this garden treasures rare and endemic species of exotic flora. This famous tourist attraction receives many nature lovers, and inside the park, you can find the star attraction and Singapore national flower, orchid. The Botanic Gardens also has a number of lakes packed with ducks and swans. It is a perfect place to soak in the beauty of Mother Nature and relax amidst the soothing ambience, listening to the music created by birds, wind, trees, and swans. This park certainly is a major crowd puller in Singapore to escape from the bustling city. Number 4. Universal Studios. Universal Studios is located in the ever-thrilling destination in Singapore, Sentosa Island. This is undoubted one of the best places to visit for family. Universal Studios is definitely the place to visit for a fun-filled day out. Completely loaded with entertainment, excitement and enthusiasm, here you can find numerous restaurants, cafes and shopping areas to gallop the delicious food. You can also visit the Walk of Fame and create a striking pose with Hollywood personalities. That is not all. If thrill is what you are looking for, thrill is what you will get, an adrenaline-pumping roller coaster, Battlestar Galactica. Universal Studios have other many sites and things to do that will keep you charged all day, such as Sci-Fi City, Ancient Egypt Zone, Lost World of Dinosaurs, and many more fun features. Number 3. Singapore Flyer. The best way to see Singapore is from above. Think about it, you get a bird's eye view of the entire city. Perhaps make plans on which place to stop over. Even better, dwell in the moment and watch the sun slide down if you happen to visit during sundowning. Singapore Flyer is basically an observation wheel which surges 165 meters, and it is Asia's largest giant wheels. At the Flyer, you can get insight of the technology behind the wheel and also get a sneak peek into the history and evolution of Singapore. This ride can brush your knowledge, and thus, it is the best attractions for kids. Make sure to visit this place during your city tour for a breathtaking view overlooking the F1 track, gardens by the bay, views of the skyline, and parts of Malaysia, as well as Indonesia. Number 2. Little India and Arab Street. The Little Indian and Arab Street are popular tourism places, and they create a unique experience of its own. You will feel unlatched from the modern city to a paradise-like place fitted with small shops, cozy cafes, and historical mosques. The Arab Street, to be specific, has age-old structures, shopping stalls, and authentic Arabian cuisine. The feel it offers is heavenly. The Little India, on the other hand, was actually an Indian community in Singapore during the colonial times. Just like the Arabian streets that have many stalls and mosques, Little India as well has a number of exquisite shopping options, eateries offering Indian cuisine, and temples like Sri Veeramakaliamman Temple, which is the most famous Hindu temple to see here. Number 1. Gardens by the Bay. Unquestionably, this place receives a lot of admiration and a must-see attraction on every traveler's list. Gardens by the Bay will take you to an imaginative place, and it is a tourist hotspot for all the good reason. The Marina Bay holds amazing, super tree grove, and it is comeliest at night. It gives an impression of being in an imaginative place with all sorts of attractions to visit, such as Flower Dome and Cloud Forest, which gives an eye-popping sight to the spectators. The Gardens by the Bay complex is divided into 3 bays, central, east and south. Thankfully, it contains a promenade where you can stop for a coffee or dine when the tour gets tiresome. Please, if this is your first time on my YouTube channel, kindly like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and click the bell icon to get new video updates. Thanks for watching and remain blessed.